A season that looks like it can go in either direction for the Mets. Okay, thank you, Chris. A completely different vibe in the Bronx. The Pinstripes have high expectations after falling just one game short of the World Series last season. Giancarlo Stanton already made his presence with his first bomb of the spring. A Yankee fan's dream scenario, a 400-foot shot off the bat of the former MVP with none other than Matt Harvey on the mound. You couldn't write it any better. We'll bring in Stephen Bologna, our Yankees insider. Tonight, the Pioneers take on NJCU, coming into this game with a 10-8 record, 5-6 in the conference. They were in the same spot the last two seasons with the same record. The difference in those last two seasons? In 2015, the Pioneers made the NJAC playoffs. Last year, they did not. A mistake the Pioneers will surely try to avoid this season. For WPTV, I'm Joe Rea. All right, Jeff, so what about bozos like this? A Dodgers fan from South Los Angeles, who obviously had a little too much confidence in his team, did this to his house. Now, that's looks like Justin Turner. I don't know anybody else that has a beard like that, but we see people with tattoos that do this, and now tattoos are permanent, but this is expensive. What's worse, a tattoo or this?
I would think the tattoos probably.
A big accomplishment from them. They were not the only women celebrating for the U.S. The American women taking home gold in hockey for the first time in 20 years. They ended Canada's streak of 5 straight Olympic wins, and it was in the hands of America's twins, the Lamoureux twins. Let's get to the highlights. United States, Canada, for the 4th time in the last 5 seasons. Second period, game tied 1-1. Marie-Philip Poulin puts Canada ahead for the first time in the game, 2-1. Third period, Canada still ahead. A long pass to Monique Lamoureux on the breakaway, gets it past Zabadas for one of the biggest goals in U.S. women hockey history. Score stays tied through the period and the 20-minute overtime, so we head to shootout. Monique's twin, Jacqueline Lamoureux, with an unreal dangle. 3-2. Last chance Canada. Megan Augusta. 1-on-1. Maddie Rooney saves it, and the United States walks out of Pyeongchang with a gold medal. Its first since 1998. We welcome in our hockey insider Mike Riggy to tell us just how important this win is. I'm here with Brian Chapman, head coach of the Pioneers. Looks like you have a whole posse with you today. You want to introduce them?
Yeah, these are the PAL travel team. We have the 5th grade team and the 8th grade team with us today, and they were supporting us the whole way, helped us get over the top today.
All right, in a big game today, you guys dominated in the first half, a double-digit lead going into the locker room at halftime. What happened in the second half? This turned into a real competitive game.
Yeah, North came out fired up.
It's a very rare game when it's not the Richie Espinal show. Tonight, it was the Richie Espinal show. You led the team with points, you had a huge dagger at the end to seal it, and also a huge block. Do you feel like you have to perform this way every game in order for your team to walk away with the victory?
It's just my expectation.
I'm here with Tori Wetzel, senior for the Pioneers. You're a 2-sport athlete. You were named William Paterson's most outstanding athlete of the year. Let's get the record straight. What's your favorite sport, basketball or soccer?
Honestly,
It was a less than ideal opening week weather-wise for baseball, but the 2018 MLB season is officially underway. The Astros start their 162-plus game journey to defend their first ever World Series title. Rings were presented to players, and the brand new shiny gold banner was set to be unveiled in front of a sold-out crowd. The Astros had to wait 52 years for that first banner, but nobody told them it would take the same amount of time just to show it off. First, they try untying it. That doesn't work. Then they get the leaf blower involved. At this point, they just start picking up whatever's in the shed. Jose Altuve starts laughing. He doesn't know what to think of it. Then somebody finds the Grim Reaper scythe. Somebody. And the madness. Finally, the hero of the day climbs up the ladder to end the anticipation to a roaring crowd. The best part? Does anybody else notice that 28-3 flag in the background? Some things will just never go unforgotten. We're going to bring in Stephen Bologna. It looks like it was harder to unveil the flag than it was to win the actual championship. But what will the difficulty level be for them this year? Are they in a position to defend their title?
Well,
I think that was Mike Riggy with hockey. Now we shift our focus towards Lindsey Vonn, one of the most decorated skiers in history. A devastating injury in the 2013 Women's Triple G World Championship saw her airlifted from the slopes, causing her to miss the 2014 Winter Olympics at Sochi. So this was her redemption year. It was a slow start for Vonn, but it never affected her positivity. She tweeted, quote, "Frustrating to be so close to the podium and to have made such a big mistake. But that's ski racing. I'm proud of the way I skied and how I attacked the course. I gave it my all and came up short. That's life. Now it's on to the downhill," end quote. And oh, did she move on. She placed third in the downhill, taking home the bronze and her third ever Olympic medal. This adds to her already stellar resume, but these Olympic Games were special. Vaughn dedicated them to her #1 fan, her grandfather, who passed away just months earlier. As the season comes to a close, the Pioneers look to cling on to the #6 seed, the last seed in the NJAC. If the Pioneers do hang on, the big reason will be because of senior forward Richie Espinal. Last week, Espinal was named NJAC Player of the Week, averaging over 2 contests, 26 points and 9 rebounds. He also got his 5th double-double of the season. Now, this newfound glory isn't a coincidence. I talked to head coach Brian Chapman, and he said that last semester Espinal was taking a full load of classes and working full-time. This semester, his schedule was a little bit more relieved, and because of that, his on-court performance has greatly improved. I'm here with Aaron Monahan, head coach of the Pioneers. Earlier in the year, you girls were able to go into Stockton and squeeze out a close win. Now Stockton is able to come to your turf and win a close one. What is it about these two teams that makes these games so competitive? Win is. February 22nd, 1980, the U.S. men upset the Soviets to end their streak of 4 straight gold medals. February 22nd, 2018, the U.S. women upset Canada to end their streak of 4 straight gold medals. How do these two games compare, Mike?
Well, these two games are...
Bryce Harper has been on a tear this season. 4 home runs in his first 6 games. Teams were stingy in free agency this year to prepare for the studs hitting the market next year. Overreaction, Bryce Harper will be baseball's first $400 million man.
Not an overreaction. Bryce Harper will...
for them.
You have Altuve playing for over $100 million, and then you have Carlos Correa playing for under $1 million. Dollar for dollar, Correa obviously is the better value, but who will be the more important middle infielder for the Astros this season?
Well, Joe,
We're just going to have to wait and see till opening day.
Yeah, you actually jumped ship. My next question, we have still yet to see the Fab Five of Syndergaard, DeGrom, Harvey, Matz, and Wheeler, like you said, all pitching at the same time. Is it a possibility that that time finally comes now that Vargas is down?
Yes, it's definitely possible.
So with that, we head to Tokyo for the 2020 Summer Olympics. Opening ceremony is 29 months from now. Mark your calendar, July 24th. Don't go anywhere. March Madness Selection Sunday is in 2 days. The basketball crew breaks down the boom and bust for this year's bracket. We'll be right back.
The starting 5.
All right, thanks for joining us, Stephen. Mets and Yankees set to kick off their respected games on Thursday of next week. We're in for a very exciting season. Don't go anywhere. It's the month of March, and it is madness. The basketball crew talks all the bracket busters and upsets from this year's tournament. We'll be right back. Met fans clinging on to that last bit of hope for Matt Harvey. For tonight, CC Sabathia takes the mound for the Yankees in Game 2 versus the Orioles in the Bronx. The Mets have the night off, but will resume their series with the Nationals tomorrow at 1 p.m. Don't go anywhere. The NHL playoffs are in 5 days. What teams have the best chance at squeezing in? Find out next. We'll be right back.